Hello, good morning, my dears and my darlings. Welcome to your June 12th card of the day. Depending on where you are in the world, June 12th came and went already. We're just coming into the threshold of June 12th where I am. So we're just going to set this intention for the next 24 hours from whenever you happen to see this reading. Okay? Whether you're seeing the reading a year from now after I posted it, we're just setting the intention for the next 24 hours. You're going to see the message when you're meant to see the message. Keep in mind, this is a general message for the collective, so there may be parts of it that resonate, parts of it that don't. It's all good, my dears. Take what does, leave what doesn't. Let's see what's coming up here. And we have, ooh, haha. Move you just a little bit closer. Excuse the notification noises. I forgot to turn those off. But that can also be a confirmation from the universe to listen up, because some of you maybe are going to be a little bit skeptical when I show you what the card is. I'm teasing you here. So no skepticism. Be open to receive the message. If you're skeptical and cynical, then it's never going to happen. We have the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is a very beautiful card, okay? It means a lot of things. First and foremost, traditionally, it's a card that is seen as stability and security, oftentimes like generations gathering together. So it gives us a feeling and a sense of legacy, family, legacy, a secure home, physical needs being abundantly met, a home kind of environment where people are gathering for holidays and birthdays and family traditions. And it's really, really a card of like ultimate security. It also comes in with the message of manifestation. 10 of Pentacles is like a physical completion. As above, so below. 10 of Pentacles is a card of the things that we've been, putting out to the universe, visualizing in our mind, seeing them come into fruition in the physical form, in the physical world, coming into existence. Now, when I talk about family, I kind of want to touch on this here a little bit. I know for a lot of people, family seems like an impossible thing, because you might say, "Well, Amethyst, you know what? I was not lucky in that department. The stork dropped me off at a really messed up house." And that can be the case. And I'm just gonna say this: a lot of light workers are born into chaotic environments. It is what it is, and we can, some of you have heard my explanations around that. uh, but this is the thing: we have soul family, and some of you are evolving into a higher soul family as you're breaking away from lower vibrational energies, or toxic energies. You're ascending into joining a higher vibrational soul family. And a lot of the times, a family can be of our own making, right? As we find our soul tribe, right? Our soul tribe, our soul family. So just because if you are somebody that your blood family is just absolutely positively out of the question having a sense of home with, that doesn't mean that you're meant to wander around on this planet feeling alone or feeling like you don't have family. Okay, some of you maybe are quite literally joining a new family. This could be that some of you are manifesting a soulmate, and there could be a sense of, you may be like going to join their family. Or maybe you're manifesting someone that you're bringing into your family, expanding your family, right? Whether you're bringing someone to your existing family or you're going off and joining someone else's family. There's a lot of different ways that this can happen. So don't put it out of your mind like it's an impossible thing. Also, when we talk about stability and security in terms of abundance, Money is always going to fluctuate, obviously, right? Any big business can tell you that. They track all of the quarters. Oh, we made a ton of money in this quarter. Oh, money wasn't so great in this quarter. And it just money, there's times when it's good and there's times when it's lower. But Ten of Pentacles is the kind of stability and security that even in your low money times, you're more than okay. You're not worried about it, right? Money fluctuates, right? But even on the months or the weeks or whatever, or the years that the income was less, you're not sweating it. You're not worried about it, right? If Coca Cola has a dip in their sales 1 month, they're not freaking out. They're not panicking. They're not worried whatsoever, right? So Ten of Pentacles is, there's a stability and there's a security that even with the fluctuation you're good. So sometimes the Ten of Pentacles comes up for me when you have an inherited energy of feast or famine, and you're breaking out of that. Maybe in your family story, your family generations, you may go back several generations and there may be people in your family that had it all and they lost it all, and they kind of lament over the wealth that they lost, or the bankruptcies that were filed that they couldn't recover from, or whatever may have happened. And maybe you may have grown up in a very feast or famine environment. Maybe there were times in your childhood where you didn't know if you were going to have a roof over your head, you didn't know if you were going to get a meal that day. And but when money was good, it was really good, right? Like you didn't have a care in the world, and it may have just been very unpredictable. Ten of Pentacles is breaking out of that chaotic financial cycle of feast or famine, and it's having stable stability, right? Very secure stability. That even though money fluctuates, it's not going to be to those extremes. Okay, these roses are really jumping out at me from this card, and roses oftentimes, and little hearts also, roses just make me think of beauty. And I don't mean beauty in terms of um, uh, the physical beauty that we see in people, although that is a part of it. I'm just going to say expand it even broader here in terms of seeing beauty around you. Some of you have heard me talk about the Knight of Cups, and how for me in my readings it'll come up when somebody's getting unblocked financially, because Knight of Quest is the pursuit of beauty and inspiration and adventure. Well, one of the things that happens when you're unblocking financially, like say you're somebody that you've been struggling financially for a long time and you start to unblock and you're opening up to receive. I've seen it happen time and time again with people that I've been reading for a long time. It's something that happened to me when I was coming out of extreme financial difficulty. I'm talking, I was walking around with my shoes flapping because the soles were coming apart from my shoe, okay? Like I'm telling you, like it was rough times. It was like I had like hobo shoes. But I'm just telling you right now, one of the things from my own experience and from what I've seen with people, when you start getting unblocked financially, one of the first things that happens is you start to notice beauty all around you. Like in just the most simplest mundane things. Like I never noticed how beautiful the traffic lights were, on the bus ride home. I never noticed how beautiful and inspiring those little blades of grass are that are growing up out of the cracks in the sidewalk. They're just so resilient, and they just make me, hopeful of, breaking out of this stifling, situation or whatever you might be facing. So I'm just letting you know that for some of you, as you're getting unblocked, one of the first things that might be happening is you're noticing beauty where you didn't see beauty. And this can also be noticing physical beauty about yourself. A lot of us um, go around feeling very unattractive because we may not be conventionally beautiful. We don't look like what's on the um, magazines or on the TV, or whatever, or we don't look like how our certain group that we want to identify with, or that we feel called towards, we don't look like what is stereotyped, right? Like you might think, well, oh, I'm a very intuitive person, but I don't look like all of these, yoga chicks or whatever. And there's nothing wrong with looking like a yoga chick. I'm not putting yoga chicks down, but that's the whole thing. That's the whole kind of lesson here is that you are what you are in spirit, and it's not something that we can label, that we can box and we can sell. A lot of that becomes very manufactured and very disingenuous and very insincere. Now, I'm not saying that if you do look like the typical type that you aren't legit, but I'm just saying it's very easy for people to assume a certain physical appearance and then fool people and say, oh, I'm this, right? Like if I were to dress all artsy and wear really artsy glasses and go into an art gallery and start telling people that I'm like this really famous art critic, if I look artsy enough, they might believe me. Oh, well, she knows what she's talking about. I'm not an art critic, you know kind of like in Always Sunny in Philadelphia, when Danny DeVito became Anglo Gabloglian, or whatever it was, Ongo Gabloglian. So just, you can't, like, don't put yourself in that box. So you might start to see things about you outwardly, physically, that you like and that you feel good about that. And that might make you feel a little bit more confident. But at the end of the day, you're manifesting what you are internally, right? Letting that flow out of you, let that come to the surface, uh, and let that be in existence without the thing of like, well, I don't look the part. And the reason why I say this is because for a lot of you, your abundance, you're going to find your abundance as you connect with your essence and your nature. And because we're in such a visual society, visual world, sometimes we think we aren't something because we don't look like what society says that thing is. And that is nonsense. That is one of the greatest tools that negative ego and lower vibrational darker energies have. Well, you can't be that because you don't look like that. It's not about that. It's about the spirit, it's about the essence. And so you're seeing the things about you that you like, and you're embracing yourself as you are, and you're taking your space in this world that you deserve to take up as a child of God, as a child of the universe. And you're stepping into, like, this is who I am. This is what comes naturally to me. These are the things that I enjoy doing. These are the things I feel guided to do. And your abundance will flow to you. Okay? I hope this is helpful. And I know that there's a lot of you that are discouraged and might hear the message and think, oh my gosh, I can never imagine that that would happen for me. Or I see no way of that ever being possible. And believe me, I know how you feel. Because there was once upon a time, I very much, anything anybody told me positive would make me angry, because it just seemed so like, it seemed so impossible. But once you get to the point where you can tell yourself and you can say to yourself, I have no idea how this is going to work out. I do not see the light at the end of the tunnel. I do not see any solution. I do not see any way of making this a reality, or this coming, into reality. But that's not my place to see it. It's not my job to see it, right? I'm not required to see a way for it to happen. The universe will find out the way. God will show the way. I just have to keep showing up. I just have to keep trying. I just have to keep working on loving myself and being okay with myself, and everything else is going to fall into place. Be willing to believe that it's possible. And, I think for a while, my affirmation, or my little mantra for myself was, all right, God, I cannot wait to see how you work this one out. because I have no clue how it's going to happen. I have no clue how this is going to be fixed. I cannot wait to see the solution that you bring in. And when you start to have that mindset and you just wake up every day and you show up every day and you do your best, you will be surprised at the miracles that will happen for your life on a personal level. I can promise you that. You may want to check out your weekly forecasts if you haven't already. Those are linked in the description of the video. If you want to check out the love readings for June, those are also linked in the description of the video. And if you want to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description of the video that will take you to calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous week ahead, or rest of your weekend, I should say. Let me not rush into the week. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your weekend. And we'll see you all in tomorrow's message. Take care and be well, my dears. Bye.